Sorry, I realized my mic was not in front of my face that whole time. Wonderful. Going good, Tim. Anyway, looks like we are in game, ladies and gentlemen. People are getting cookies. Looks like Karth is with a cookie start. And we have an early pause. Probably just waiting everyone to get their bearings. Get everyone to figure out what's going on. Hello, everyone. It looks like I am joined by my good friend Achilleos here, who will be casting with me.
Hi there, everybody. Sorry, I'm a little bit late to the party, but I finally able to jump in here, and we're gonna get the action underway very quickly. As soon as this pause ends, it seems looks like
We were in a
disconnect.
single-tamed hell here. We're just have a couple connection problems. We had a similar problem last game, but it should be cleared up relatively quickly. I've really exhausted all possible things to talk about. I've talked about possible early game builds. I've talked about possible early game invades, and now we just have to sit here and look at this black and white photo of a very handsome-looking Blitzcrank.
Well, one thing that we could talk about actually is the rumor that's been going around right now. I guess it's not really a rumor, the theory, I guess I should say, that's been going around as of yesterday on Reddit. It kind of blew up. That Nocturne and Zed are actually the same person. Did you read about this?
I did. It's the darkness takes over Zed and he becomes Nocturne. That's funny. We have a Shockblade Zed in the match, and that's actually the example used. They take Nocturne or Shockblade Zed and Nocturne's classic splash art and lay them over each other, and it's the exact same position.
Yeah, I was very skeptical when I actually opened up that article. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it was going to be some kind of really poorly constructed theory as to how Zed and Nocturne could be. Like, I thought it was going to just be like, oh, because they look alike and they like dark
darkness guys.
they like dark things. I thought that's exactly what it was going to be, but actually it was a very well constructed argument. I was very impressed.
Yeah, actually, it was pretty cool.
How they laid that one out, and it's actually been building. Like, even today they were just kind of adding on to it, and there's like now like a meta like sticky thread on the League of Legends subreddit where they just keep adding things into it. Every time someone comes up with something new, they're just like, oh, put that on there.
You know, League of Legends lore hasn't always been the deepest, but I was pretty disappointed when they stopped. Oh, what was the updates they used to do? It was the Summoners something.
Showcase?
No, not the Summoner Showcase. They used to do like lore updates. It was in the form of like a newspaper, and they used to do them every couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, okay. I forget exactly what it's called, but no, I know what you're
I was
talking about.
disappointed when they stopped doing those because I always kind of liked the lore and hearing how these characters that we play so often interact with each other and what their relationships are. I always just thought that was neat, but then they just Riot, I guess, kind of dropped that. And I thought that they were going to go more into it when they did the Freljord ice patch, where everyone was getting all icy, and there was like this big war coming, and they tied into it with Spirit Guard Udyr, but they never really kind of followed up on it. I was just like, League of Legends.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I got Karthus coming in, so it looks like we might be able to get this pause out of the way here in the next like 30 seconds here. But I mean, you know me. Like, I'm a huge lore guy. That's why I have played games like World of Warcraft and whatnot for years and years. So whenever Riot really kind of expounds on a piece of lore, I always really enjoy it. So I always love seeing that kind of stuff develop. And Freljord was really an awesome piece that they added into the game.
Definitely.
With everything. Looks like they're gonna be calling for the readies coming out here. Hopefully we can get this all underway. So like I said, I'm a little bit late to the party, so I'm just going to quickly glance over these teams. So look like on the blue side here, we're going to have Tryndamere in the jungle, Darius up top, Zed in the mid lane, and then a quirky Blitzcrank bot versus a Sona Tristana in the bot lane over on the red team. And then we also have Karthus in the mid lane against that Zed, Maokai in the jungle, and then Nasus up top. So these are actually going to be some pretty interesting face-offs we got here. Maokai gonna have to be a little bit careful from an invading Tryndamere, even at like level 1, level 2. That Tryndamere, he can do some damage, and Maokai's not gonna be as tanky. Obviously, he's starting with that hunter's machete. So if he gets caught out by himself, we might see his jungle get pretty disrupted.
Yeah, I was saying something similar a little bit earlier. I was saying that I think both teams are probably going to stick to their jungle. I mean, it might be scary for Tryndamere to come over, but the rest of the team can't really support him, as most of his team does not have a lot of hard CC. They're very much a build up and steamroll and snowball kind of team. They have a Darius, they have a Zed, they have a Tryndamere, and they have a Corki. So no real hard CC to help him. They do have that Blitzcrank, so they might be able to steal that blue, but it looks for the most part that they're just going to defend their jungle, play it safe, be cool, and chill.
And I mean that is always the best way to go if you're unsure about the enemy team. I mean both the red team they would be at a slight disadvantage going into a jungle fight here. I'm actually kind of surprised that blue didn't opt to invade because like you said they do have the Blitzcrank, so they have the hook, they have a Darius grab. If Tryndamere spec for his slow, they would have that. So they would have a lot of different ways to get the red team and to disable them very slightly, and kind of keep them in one spot. So I'm a little bit surprised that we're not seeing blue go in, but I guess they want to make sure that they don't get counter invaded at all.
And it looks like the
Ooh,
action.
but we do have Blitzcrank going over here. He's going to go ahead and grab that blue buff over the wall, but zero follow-up. So he's just kind of trying to slow down Maokai a little bit, it seems, here. Which it did just that. So now Corki's going to be able to get these early minions. Tristana going to be a little bit late to her lane, and now Corki's actually going to be able to out-level her very quickly.
This Corki. See, a leash is very important. Leashing for your jungler. It's very nice. It's nice to give him a pat on the back. But you got to make sure you're not
Tristana
losing CS.
taking... Yeah, ooh, wow. This Tristana taking a huge amount of damage down here in the bot lane, already below a quarter of her health. That blitz hook doing work right there with that follow up with Corki.
Exactly. See, when when you're scared to go back to your lane, and they're also taking hits. Look.
Oh, now Sona just eating that Gatling gun right there. Now both of the bot laners here for the red team taken very low. They're not going to be able to defend this turret for much longer because Corki's just going to go in here. He's going to go ahead and land that. He's going to go ahead and flash away, taking the first blood and getting out scot-free. Sona not able to do a single thing to try to save that Tristana's life.
That's a very, very simple rookie mistake, guys. When you're leashing for your jungler, you got to make sure you're not losing CS, and then when you are, don't rush in for it. Don't.
You might have to hold that thought right there, Tim, because we do have Maokai coming in the top lane. He gets the hit on the Darius. Here comes the slow out from Nasus. He gets the flash away, but he's taking way too much damage. But now Tryndamere showing up. Is he gonna die? Ooh, actually, Maokai picking up the kill with the sapling, and now he's gonna try to go on to Tryndamere. This is seeing him pretty hard. Nasus doesn't quite have that slow up yet, and now Tryndamere trying to run away. He's got the red buff. There's the wither, but he manages to get the spin over the wall, heal himself, and get out. But wow, Darius getting a little overzealous, pushing way too far forward with zero vision in that top lane.
So to grab. Oh, she got away.
Very close. Oh, but Tristana, she's gonna leap in. The exhaust comes out perfectly from Blitzcrank. There's the knock-up, and Corki is gonna be able to just walk right out this lane. Though he is recalling in a slightly precarious position, but I guess he's a little bit confident at this point.
Very, very, very strong from Blitzcrank. As soon as she landed, dropped that exhaust. That's what you got to do. That is pro support. That is your best friend right there. Gotta love that Blitzcrank.
Yeah, that was very, very well timed. If he hadn't done that, I'm very confident Tristana would have been able to just walk right into auto attack range and kill him.
Absolutely, absolutely, and then probably could have gotten away scot-free, even if she was deep in minions, which there was minion wave coming, but she wasn't. She could have just because the resets on her wonderful, wonderful jump attack. Gotta love Tristana.
Oh yeah, those reset champions, you can do wonders with them.
I hate Tristana, but I won't say that because I'm an impartial judge. Oh, looks like Maokai's waiting in the wings for the Zed here. Just kind of hanging out, making sure he doesn't go past that midpoint. Dancing around. Oh, is he coming out? And here he comes with the...
Yeah, he's going to go ahead. He's going to get the jump onto Zed. He gets the knockback. Now the wall's coming out from Karthus. They're trying to slow him down. Zed going to have to go ahead and burn his flash. And they're not going to be able to finish him off. Karthus actually taking a couple turret shots there. Getting a little too deep in there. And now we actually have Darius coming down from top lane. Possibly trying to get in here, but now we have Karthus who's just... Ooh, well, actually, he is going to overextend back into this lane. Zed's still under turret. This Darius could come in at any time right now, and here he comes. He's walking right in. Karthus has been regenning a decent amount, though. Zed not able to follow up for risk that he might die, but now
Oh my!
Trinimir's on the other side. Oh, he flashes the grab perfectly. And actually, Karthus is just going to be able to walk out of here with very minimal damage taken. The barrier is going to be blown, though. So he did take a decent amount of damage and he lost one of his summoners, but it's better than losing your life. But Blitzcrank lays a huge hook on that Sun down in the bottom lane, and now Corki able to pick up a kill on her. Not going so well for this Tristana here in the bot lane at all.
Holy heck, ladies and gentlemen! This is looking to be an action-packed game. Unfortunately, it's looking to be an action-packed game because people keep making kind of silly play decisions here. But that's okay. That's more entertainment for us. More entertainment.
Yeah, it happens. And now we have a skirmish going off in the top lane. Nasus putting out a huge amount of damage on Darius, but Tryndamere coming up to back up his top lane. He's going to go ahead and get the slowdown on Nasus, but I don't know if these guys have the damage to try to take him down. He's going to drop that W to try to get a little bit of chip damage down on the blue team. The grab comes out from Darius, but he's He doesn't have damage to do anything. Nasus withers Darius. He's trying to out-damage him, but the bleeds and the damage from the auto attacks from Tryndamere are actually just going to be able to take Nasus down. So Nasus kind of, misplaying right there. He had a free escape. He could have just walked right back under his turret.
I don't know why he even turned around and decided to fight there. It was really a bad idea. I mean, like, he does have that passive lifesteal. He did have mana for Qs, but you can't 2v1 when you have essentially no items. I mean, he's not fully built yet. He has 2 cloths and boots. And
yeah, until he gets. Oh wow! Actually, Maokai coming out with a really good gank. He gets that grab and that sapling down, the knockback, and he's actually gonna have to flash under the turret here to get that kill on Darius. But he does do so. So securing that top lane, trying to keep Nasus in here, make sure that Darius doesn't just start spiraling out of control up there.
Maokai is picking up the kills. He is staying at least minorly farmed, but he's not exactly filling the niche that a jungler should, in my opinion. I mean, really, he's got 2 kills that he secured for himself, which is wonderful. Fed Maokai is never a bad thing. But really, what your main objective is to get your lanes fed, to try and win the lanes, to help your teammates win the lanes so that they can snowball later on and you can ride on their backs. It's not exactly to pick up the kills off for yourself. I mean, it's great that Maokai's fed, that'll help him mid-game, but that kill does nothing for Nasus.
Well, that is absolutely true, but I mean, just basically just mistiming of when he arrived in the lane. Had he arrived a little bit sooner, would have been able to say Nasus. Oh, but a huge ult coming out from Zed onto Karthus right now. He's gonna take him down, but now Zed caught out under the turret. The turret's gonna finish him off. Maokai picking up yet again another kill, but now Tryndamere taking a lot of damage. He just turned level 6, so now he does have his ultimate. He does pop it, and he is gonna try to run. He's gonna run right out of that lane. And now Darius trying to pick another fight here with this Nasus. He pulls him in, not able to do much though. Nasus just gonna walk right back out. And now, wow, we just have fights going all over the place right now. We have a little bit of skirmish in the bot lane. Sona, once again, taking a lot of damage from this Corki. And Blitzcrank didn't even land a hook. She just kind of sat there and took that Gatling gun.
They're an aggressive bunch. Looks like Nasus is deciding to pick up golems. It's a good idea when your top lane is pushed. It's a good idea to, when you are on red side, to go back and try and pick up golems, try and get that little experience and that little gold. Very, 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 very helpful. And but you don't want to spend too much time there because look, Darius is on your tower. I know it's very important to pick up the golem, but your tower is more important, so you should probably go back. Looks like he's going to try and scare him away.
Ooh, Darius gonna pull him in. He's gonna get that Q off. He's taking huge amounts of damage right now. Nasus is in a very dangerous position. If he comes back out here, he could get ulted by Darius, and it might be enough to finish him off. And actually, there it is. Darius gonna flash in, get that Q, and then finish Nasus off with his ultimate under his own turret. Ooh, and now we have a Requiem coming out from Karthus, but it's not going to actually. It's actually not going to pick up that kill on Darius. He's taken very, very low. And now down in the bot lane, a huge ult comes out from Sona. Oh my God, Corki taken very low, but Blitzcrank able to pick up a kill on Sona. Now Corki trying to kite this Tristana, but the barrier comes out. Now he's got a barrier of his own. He's pushing out the rockets as best as he can. Oh! And actually a double kill for the Blitzcrank. I believe Blitzcrank actually might have picked that one up with his passive. I didn't see an auto attack come out there.
Me neither. I think that that was just an unlucky passive on his ultimate, maybe an unlucky Thunderbolt. But kills are kills, ladies and gentlemen. They still do have. Bot lane is a commanding lead. That's 70 CS to 45. Ouch. That's all I have to say about those numbers. This Tristana and Sinolane is really not doing good. I think Maokai, maybe in his best interest to babysit them. Babysit this Corki doesn't spiral out of control, because if we've learned anything from Worlds, it's that you do not want to see a Corki get way fed, because that is GG, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is absolutely true. And as we can see, he backed and he didn't quite have enough to finish the Sheen, but he did buy the Phage outright. So he just didn't have enough to quite finish that second piece of his Triforce, but he is getting on his way there. He's actually just gonna hard delay his boots. Oh, but Darius now caught out in the top lane. Maokai comes in, gets the grab, but Nass is also taken very low. But here we go, Darius trying to run away. He's down to about 20% HP. Tryndamere comes in to try to save him. Oh, but Darius, he turns around to try to help out. And now Zed comes up from the top and is actually going to come in here and start wrecking face right now. Now Maokai taken very low. He's about 40% health. He's at risk of losing these double buffs. Now Tryndamere wanting to dive in underneath this turret. He does have his ultimate, but Maokai's going to try to disable him as best as he can. But Tryndamere's actually going to be able to pick up the kill. Now it's just a matter if he can get out, but he does not. So actually Maokai picking up the kill on Tryndamere as well. So those double buffs just kind of go into waste right there.
I was probably making the best of a bad situation there by Maokai, just trying to dive on him.
Oh my god, a huge hook landed by Blitzcrank, and Sona is just absolutely obliterated by Corki.
Yowza.
Oh my god, and this is exactly what we were getting ready to talk about. You do not want Corki to start spiraling out of control. He's doing this much damage, albeit to, a fairly squishy support, but he's doing this much damage without a Sheen.
He is, let's just say the spiral has begun. This is a maelstrom here, ladies and gentlemen. 302, 90 farm at 12 minutes. This Corki is really scary and is going to be a big problem for the entirety of the red team for the rest of the match. Does not have that Sheen yet, but still, Phage Tan Clan ain't nothing to mess with, is all I'm saying.
Absolutely. I mean, this red team really right now, they need to, like you said, Maokai really needs to babysit bot lane, which it looks like he's attempting to do, but I don't think he's going to be able to make any plays right here. The blue team is actually going to go ahead and back up. They're just too far pushed in, and now Tryndamere is actually in the bot lane as well to support. So actually Maokai now trying to go in. He gets the grab on Blitzcrank, but Tryndamere is going to spin in over the wall right now. The ultimate comes out from Maokai. Tristan is not there to follow up. Sona gets the ultimate on both Blitz and Tryndamere. And now, a huge grab coming out from Blitzcrank. Sona's going to be taken down by Corki again. And now Corki taken very low. Maokai trying to get the kill, but he doesn't have mana for a sapling. He's not going to be able to do it, but the Requiem is coming out from Karthus right now. Corki goes down. Blitzcrank taken very low. Maokai, he has to flash out to try to get out of here. Tryndamere with the slow. He has his ultimate back up. He's going to be able to dive in right now. It's coming up, just perfectly timed. And actually gets Tristan a mid-jump, and now Zed coming down from mid-lane. He's going to dive on Maokai under turret, but Maokai actually able to take him out and walk away with that Ignite on him. Wow.
What just happened?
That was what an incredible exchange that we just had. Actually, red team coming out pretty well in that one. They closed the gold deficit a little bit that they had, but actually now blue team widening the gap again by Darius pushing that top turret in.
However, red team is going to pick up Dragon here. Looks like Nasus and Karthus staking on Dragon. His global objective is really where the gold is, ladies and gentlemen. You want to take objectives. Objectives is all what the game is about. Objective and farming, and also death. Death is also a very important part of the game. But listen, Dragons. See, look, now they really closed that gold gap. Now it's only 1,800 gold apart. It's 12-9. Corki's still spiraling out of control, but that Maokai is fed. 5-1-4. Only 40 CS, but still 5-1-4. Got about almost 5k gold to him. So let's see what he'll buy. He can tank. Looks like at this point in the game, if Maokai does decide to babysit bot, and does decide to stay on this Corki really can't do a whole lot of damage to him. I mean, now he does have that Trinity Force.
Karthus is getting grabbed here in the mid lane by Darius. They're going to put a huge amount of damage on him. There goes the dunk out from Darius, and the bleeds are actually going to finish him off along with an auto-tech from Zed. Maokai trying to do what he can. He drops the ultimate. He's going to blow it up on Zed. It's not going to be enough damage. I don't think that sapling's going to actually reach him there. So Zed's going to be able to walk out of this one. Maokai just not able to do enough. And now Tristana in the bot lane getting burned down by Corki, who has finished his Trinity Force and is now a much larger threat than he was just 30 seconds ago, which is saying something. So Tristana, really under a lot of pressure down here. She looks like she's trying to rush that Bloodthirster, but she still has not been able to complete it yet, and she is level 9. This is right around the time that she wants to have that rush finished, and to be beaten out by somebody building a Triforce, not good at all.
Very expensive item.
Yeah, I mean, we can see that, she is still suffering in farm right now. And, hopefully for the red team's sake, this Tristana will be able to start farming very, very well. Honestly, they might want to just let blue team take their
Mm.
turret so that they can freeze lane closer to their tier 2 and then allow Tristana to farm up both on the wolves. Oh, but she's actually going to get grabbed by Blitzcrank and get taken down. Actually almost taken down. Her barrier very well timed, able to save her life and allow her to walk out of this lane. But Corky trying to
Oh,
go in here. He gets the Valkyrie and in the flash and then the rocket to finish her off. But now he doesn't know that the entire red team is in here. So here comes Maokai with the grab. Here's the defile from Karthus. He's gonna get burned down. Karthus actually picking up the kill. Maokai deciding, oh, you know what? You're my carry. I'll let you have this one time.
wow. This now it's anyone's game up in the air. Corky is still a killing machine. Unfortunately, when there's 4 people on him, he has very hard time doing the
Oh, now
actual killing.
Blitzcrank actually surrounded here. Maokai gonna go ahead and grab him. The silence comes out from Blitz, but it's only hitting Maokai. Now Nasus coming down here. He's gonna be able to burn down Blitzcrank quite easily. And there goes Nasus picking up his third kill in the game. But keep in mind, Darius now picking up the red team's red buff. Oh, and Trinamir is now coming in. He's going to try to get this Sona. He's one auto attack away, but now Zed's showing up, taking him down with the E. Trinamir taking a good amount of damage. And now up here in the red jungle, we also have Karthus losing his blue buff, getting burned down by Darius, the dunk finishing him off. And down here in the bot lane, Trinamir trying to run for his life, that Wither going off, but he's able to just spin right out. And now Darius actually teleports down in. Maokai jumps right on him, but Tristana has gotten back in the lane. She's able to kind of burst down this Darius. Looks like it might be bad for the blue team, but now Zed coming out with an ultimate. They're able to take out both Darius and now Zed taking out Maokai. The fight is just going all over the place. Nasus being taken down by Nasus being taken down, and now Tristana trying to get away with that blue buff, but she's gonna be taken down. A double kill comes out for Corky. So wow, what looked like a really good opportunity for red team just completely got flipped on its head, and blue team took complete control of it again.
God, stop killing each other! Do you not hear how fast Kilios is talking right now? He sounds like an auctioneer. He's crazy. Do you guys... That's insane. Stop hurting each other. Why are we... What are we even fighting for? I'll
The
tell you
Summoner's Cup, Tim.
Yes. The cup and glory. Again. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a play. Corky is now 7-2-2, 131 farm. This is one Corky you don't want to mess with. Corky also building Sorcerer's Shoes, which is, for anyone who plays Corky, do not build attack speed shoes on Corky. Build Sorcerer's Shoes so that your R hits real hard. Very, very good. He's got Sword Shoes on. He's got Vampire Scepter. He's got Trinity Force. This is scary.
Yeah, we have Malphite trying to make a play down there, but he's not fast enough to catch that Corky. Corky also just holding on to this Valkyrie. Actually, he does catch him, and he stops him mid-Valkyrie. Now he's got the ultimate going out, but he doesn't have support. Tristana is too far down the lane. So Maokai taking that half HP, now joined by Tristana. And it looks like blue team is just completely in the position to either engage or disengage at their own leisure. They really have control of this fight right here in the bot lane. Now Nasus getting destroyed up here in the top lane. He's gonna have to go ahead and pop his ult under his own turret. Darius and Trinamir trying to burn him down as best as possible. Nasus is just trying to hang in there, but the dunk is gonna come out and it's gonna finish him off. And Trinamir able to hang in there with his ultimate. Oh, but it's down, and now here comes the Requiem, and that is going to secure Karthus his third kill in this match. And he's gonna try to come up here, probably not going to be able to save this turret. Oh, actually, I do stand corrected. Darius is going to go ahead and back right off of this, despite the fact that he could kill it in a matter of an auto attack and a W. But Karthus is actually going to go in on Darius, despite the fact that he's completely out of mana now. So he's going to have to go ahead and back off this one. And meanwhile, down in the bot lane, Tristana and Sona hanging on by a thread, try to save this turret. But that pushing power from Corky with that Trinity Force is just not going to be able to do anything. Oh, and a huge grab comes out from Blitzcrank. Tristana able to leap out, though, but Sona going to get burned down after she manages to push off an ult. There's a Valkyrie from Corky. Tristana has to flash away. The rockets are landing. Oh, but Tristana with a well-timed barrier able to walk out of that one. But they did lose their bot turret.
My goodness, this Corky's pushing power is insane. Stop doing things.
And now we have Nasus. He's trying to go in on Zed, despite the fact that he does have Corky and Blitz there. So a very interesting decision to actually, run in there and pop his ghost when he wasn't really going to be able to accomplish much. And now blue team able to just get back off and pick up a free dragon. Are you alive, Tim, or are you in shock?
Oh, I'm here. Hang on just one second.
All right, so that is going to be a dragon for the blue team. I believe the second one of the game.
Sorry about that.
Well, second dragon of the game. And now blue team further extending their lead right now. They have a huge 7.5k gold advantage approximately. They're 4 turrets up. Red team not able to take anything. And Zed initiates on this Nasus, doing huge damage to him with his ultimate. Now, even through Nasus' ult, now Darius able to finish him off with an ultimate of his own. Maokai trying to chase down this Darius, but he's taking too much damage from Zed. And now Tryndamere coming in to join the fray. And there is a double kill from Darius. That second dunk coming out. Now Karthus getting in the thick of it, trying to do some damage with that Defile, but he is just taken down. He is barely alive right now. That knockback from Tristana really saving his life. Now Tristana herself trying to run out of there. Tryndamere, he's going to go ahead and spin in under the turret and pop his ultimate. Now Corki flashing in. He's going to be able to finish off that Karthus. And now they want to go for Tristana. Zed flash going in with his shadows, able to take her down. And Sona, of all people, actually picking up a kill on that Zed. It looks like nobody else managed to take it, hit that man. So very misplaced kill going to Sona right there. Not where you want the gold to be allocated to for the red team.
Holy cow. Blue team is just not letting up on red team at all at this. Or is it green team? Sorry, I'm in colorblind mode. They are just not letting up at all on this red team, keeping the pressure on. Corki is riding this snowball wave, riding it all the way down the mountain. He's picking up, look, he's down here, he's picking up farm, he's staying on it. 172 farm in 21 minutes. That is diamond grade stuff right there. Tristana only 91 farm. I don't even need to tell you how big of an advantage that is. This Corki just steady mobbing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, she's not even, she's not even averaging 50 per 10, which is just not good for them. But now it looks like they try to engage Maokai coming in from the side, but he doesn't have mob boots yet, which is something that he really needs to secure because especially with this Corki who has such a powerful disengage, he needs to be able to catch him and get that lockdown so that his team can blow up Corki. Until they can do that, until they can just, really take Corki, neutralize him. The red team is not going to be able to do much as far as team fights. Now Zed going in on this Tristana, catching her out in the jungle. She's taken very low, but that Zed ult not going to be enough to kill her. Now Darius actually deciding to just 1v2 up in the top lane. He's able to take Karthus down very low. The bleed's not going to finish him, however. Maokai coming in at a very timely... Oh, wow. That is unfortunate. The bleeds actually are going to take down Karthus. So not very good, but Karthus is able to pick up that kill on Darius. Ultimate coming out across Zed from Sona right there. And now Zed getting locked down. He shadows over the wall trying to juke out. But he actually is going to take a turret shot. And Sona again picking up a kill on Zed. So once again, just Sona picking up the kills where it really needs to be going to the carries. Specifically Nasus in that instance right there.
Sona, quit throwing your ribbons. You need to keep the ribbons to yourself. Look, Tristana
and over Tristana jumping in on this Corki, and now Maokai getting the root, and Corki actually landing himself directly underneath of that Nexus turret, so he's going to actually go down right there. Maokai, though, picking up the turret. So once again, these kills are just not going where they need to. Nasus is going to go ahead and burn his ultimate, trying to fight this Tryndamere out here, but Maokai, ooh, wow, he flashes to try to get the grab, but he's not able to do it. Blitzcrank and Tryndamere are going to be able to just go ahead and back right out. And Darius teleporting in this bottom lane, directly on top of Karthus, burning him down immediately. And now Darius is on the run as he is surrounded by 4 members of the red team. It's a matter of who's going to pick up the kill, and it's actually going to be Maokai yet again. And now Tryndamere and Blitzcrank, once again on the run, they kind of doubled back to try to help out Darius right there. But they weren't able to do much, so now they're just, right back on the run. But wow, I mean, red team, they're picking up these kills that blue team are essentially handing to them, but
the
it's
gold
just
is not being allocated in the right way. I mean, I know before that Maokai's ganks were a little bit late and he would just kind of clean up kills, but I'm kind of wondering about how the game would pan out if Maokai was there and he had given the kills to his lanes instead. Now we have a Maokai who's 739, who's easily the most fed member of the red team, and he's not doing a whole lot. I mean, like, it's not that he can help it. He's the tanky character. He's the tank. He's trying to stay on him. He's got all the CC. That money needs to be in the damage. So even if half of those kills were on Tristana or Nasus, we would see a very different game at this point. Corki would still be snowballing to hell, but we would also see red team putting up a bit more of a fight at this point. Gold allocation, incredibly important and incredibly off balance in this game.
Absolutely, and as we can see, like Tristana able to finish her first item, being that that Infinity Edge right there. She's finally able to finish it. Oh, and but this Karth is getting engaged on in the mid lane now. Sona getting grabbed out from underneath her own turret. She's taken down so low. The ultimate comes across. Trindamere able to just walk right in here and take that kill. Now Blitzcrank taking incredibly low as the rest of the red team is trying to collapse in on them. Darius down in the bot lane. He's trying to run up to the mid here to support his team, but it looks like the blue team is going to be able to just go ahead and disengage as much as possible. Oh, but the Requiem comes up from Karthus, putting out a huge amount of damage. Zed taking very low. Corki as well. The Ignite is ticking right there. Oh my god, they're actually managing to pick up a bunch of kills, and now Zed managing to take down Maokai, but Darius is here in the mid lane, and he's going to go ahead, he's going to get a grab on that Tristana and that Nasus. He's trying to chase him down as best as possible. Nasus has that blue buff, the Wither goes across, but it's not going to be enough. That Hydra is just ripping right through him, and now he's going straight for this Tristana, but she does have her rocket jump up, so she's going to be able to get right back out of here. So hopefully she just keeps running and doesn't be naive enough to stop. Because Darius, he is going hard. He wants this kill.
He is out for blood. Looks like he's finally learning his lesson. Going to turn around. Maybe clear top lane a little bit. It's probably for the best. Oh, no, he's going to pick up the red. No, he's not. He changed his mind because red's gone. He's going to clear top. This Darius, we've been giving it to Quirky, but Darius also needs to get his props. Darius at 185 farm, 10 kills, 6-6. This Darius is really going ham, is what it's all about. I mean, he's not playing conservative at all. He's gone no tankiness at all. He's all attack damage. I had advised earlier that maybe a little bit of tankiness would help this team. And if this game goes super late, maybe if we see this go to a 40 or 50-minute game, I think we would definitely see the tide turn in the red team's favor. But as it stands, this all-out assault team that blue team is putting is really paying off. Everyone is getting fed. Everyone is getting gold. And the pressure is just way too much for red team to handle. If they can hang out for maybe like 20 more minutes, they might stand a bit of a chance. Let Nasus get a little bit of those Q stacks up. But as it stands, blue team is just this monstrous presence that red team just does not know how to deal with at this point.
Yeah, right now they are just in the express lane to a victory right now. I mean, we take a look right now, red team, they still haven't taken a single turret from the blue team, which is just not good for 27 minutes in. Oh, but Karthus walking straight into that grab and just getting blown up immediately. Though we do have his Defile on top of the blue team, so blue team is taking a significant amount of damage. And actually, there's Blitzcrank going to be taken down by Maokai. Now Trindamere taking very, very low. Darius actually getting a kill right there on Nasus with his ultimate. The ultimate is finished by Trindamere. Maokai taking very low. Corki able to pick up that kill. Sona gonna try to walk out of here, but she's not gonna be able to do it, as Corki is actually gonna go ahead and secure a double kill right there, and that is gonna be an ace from the blue team. So this is for sure gonna be this bottom inhibitor being taken away from the red team, which is going to start those super minions coming out. It's going to buff the rest of the creeps on the map in favor of blue team. So this could very well just be, this is, I believe that this is very well just the intro to the finale here.
This is the catalyst, looks like, and they still have a bit of a time, still have 15 seconds before a whole bunch of damage come up. They may take both inhibitor towers.
Oh my god, Karthus trying to come in and defend, but he's just not able to do anything. But the Requiem actually comes out. He gets a kill on Trindamere right there, and then Tristana able to pick off Zed. And now Corki gonna have to go ahead and leap out of there. But, now they have an exposed Nexus for the next couple minutes before that inhibitor respawns. This is just not good. Actually, Corki coming in behind this Tristana. He's able to nuke her down before her rocket jump can even land. Oh, but Maokai with a really perfectly timed grab, able to pick up that kill. But again, we are just seeing all of the kills go to people where they just don't need to go. Maokai now 10 and 5. He has almost double anyone else, like all the kills on the rest of his team. Tristana lagging behind at 6 and 8.
Maokai has been involved in over 80 kills. 80. Over 80% of the kills on red team. He has 13 assists, 10 kills. It's 23 kills, and red team only has 28. So that's a lot of gold for Maokai. Maokai's standing at almost about 10k gold. Karthus is a bit more just because he's been farming like a gosh darn champ. But that's not who you want the kills to go to, unfortunately. Like, almost anyone else they would be better on. Sansona, of course. Anyone else. I mean, tankiness is good and wonderful, but if your team can't deal damage, what's the point of you tanking damage? nothing much is going to happen. Especially since it's not like you can just stand there and tank. If the enemy team has sustain, you're screwed. That's all I'm saying. There's not much you can do against blue team at this point, except turtle up, put your head between your legs, and kiss your thighs goodbye.
But even that is, well, maybe the kissing yourself goodbye part is fairly easy. But turtling up at this point for the red team is just not really much of an option. The only tier 2 turret that they still have up is the one in the mid lane. But they do have, again, that inhibitor is taken down and they have an exposed nexus. So for them to be able to try to even turtle up is not going to work out. But Zed actually going in on this Karthus right now. A huge ultimate coming out. He's putting out an immense amount of damage. As we can see, he's going to go ahead and finish off Karthus, the remaining 40% of his HP, just with that death mark alone. So already, blue team just going to go ahead and try to shove in here for this last push. But as I was saying, like, turtling up not going to be a possibility for the red team.
Yeah.
The blue team has so much pushing power. We have 2 Triforces on the blue team right now, both on Darius and on Corki, so that gives them a huge amount of power. So in addition to Darius having that Sheen proc, off of the Triforce proc to push turrets, he also has his W, which deals additional damage to turrets. So he has double the pushing power. As we can see, it's being chunked away right here in the mid lane. This red team tries to get engaged, but they go straight onto Trinamir, who's just going to go ahead and ult and try to get out of here. Sona, a huge ult coming across the blue team, but she's going to get taken down by that spin right there from Darius. And now the rest of the red team is just being picked apart. Benass is able to pick up a double kill, finishing off that Darius right there. But Corki is still alive. Zed is still alive, though they are taken very low. Karth is able to finish off Blitzcrank with that Requiem. And now it's really just Maokai sitting right here at this inhibitor, trying to defend it from the minions as they push in. Zed looks like he's thinking about trying to go in here. But Maokai, we've seen him, he's 10-5. He is not opposed to just going in on this man right now. And looks like they're actually going to try to get some kind of pursuit here. But if they overextend, they chase this Zed out. As we can see, Corki, he's already pushing top in, so they're going to get a bunch of damage in on that top turret as well.
Really any kind of concerted push here would not even be in the favor of blue. I mean, there's not a whole, or on red rather, there's not a whole lot they can do. I mean, they have no global objectives taken. They have an almost 20k gold deficit. I guess about 15. Yeah, about 15,000 gold deficit. This is looking real grim for red team. This would be the kind of game, if there wasn't hard calories on the line, this may be a surrender game. However, this is game for glory. And at Game for Glory, we don't surrender. We fight until the bitter gosh darn end. So we are going to see red team spectacularly explode, or spectacularly opposite of explode is what's going to happen. Yes, implode. This is going to be great either way.
I just would like to state how hilarious it would have been, like, as soon as you finished that statement, if the red team had just surrendered. Yeah. Just completely contradicting everything that he said. Anyway, as we can see, blue team going ahead and picking up a dragon, somewhat unnecessary at this point in the game, as we see that they are such a huge advantage, but they really just kind of want to put the nail in the coffin for the red team, make sure that they have no avenues of return for this game right here. So we will see that. I doubt if we're going to see that dragon coming back up here at the 39-12 minute mark.
Not going to give them the opportunity.
Probably not, but as we see, they just have such an immense lead right now, albeit only 10 kills. For as much of a slaughter as it has been in the latter half of this match, only 10 kills in the lead. So red team has been holding their own in the fight somewhat. They are getting kills, but once again, blue team just with those 10 turrets, and now almost with the second inhibitor coming down here, just very much in the objective lead, and now they have the huge wave coming in on the top lane, so they can put some pressure there as well if they'd like.
Really, I mean, it's all about, of course it's about farm. I mean, blue team does have better farm. That's flat out. But they don't have that much better farm. Like, it's really good, but it's only about, like, maybe 30 creeps on average, I guess. Tristan even made it matter. I mean, 269 isn't good. But it's really all about global objectives that gives them that near 20k gold lead.
Ooh, Maokai getting caught here. Oh my god, and a huge grab comes out onto Nasus. Zed going hard underneath the turret. He's trying to get the kill right there. He's going to be able to pick it up on Maokai. And now Sona taking very low, but she gets an excellent ultimate across. They actually take down Trinity before he can pop his ult. Oh my god, the red team is actually spinning this one around. The Wither is out on Corki. He is slowed so much he's not able to run away. Nass is not dying. He's going to go ahead and pick up a double kill. Now Tristana trying to jump in here. They don't have any way of slowing this Blitzcrank. The wall not able to do it. This Nass is not going to be able to get in range of that for that Wither right there. Blitzcrank able to pop his W and just speed his way on out of there. But it looks like red team actually going to be able to spin around in that fight and maybe come in here and take their first turret of the game. Even, oh, actually, no. It doesn't look like it. They're going to have to go ahead and...
They're going to try and defend this inhibitor. Maybe ill-advised, maybe not. Who knows?
They're trying to force this top turret down. Yeah, Nasus actually canceled that teleport. They're trying to force this turret down, but they don't have the damage. Tristana actually backed to defend that mid inhibitor, like you had said. So all the damage that would have been able to burn down that turret in time while Nasus was tanking just completely left. So maybe we had a slight bit of miscommunication coming out from the red team, but nonetheless, red able to secure their first turret here in the match at the 35.5-minute mark.
Oh, hopefully that's, well, maybe not. I am an impartial judge, but hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, of a definite throw by blue team. I mean, it is only one tower, but that team fight, that may be it may be showing that blue team does not have a consistently tanky character, or they're kind of all damage. They really should have secured this win maybe a little bit earlier. This is the time I was predicting, about 36, closer to the 40, 50-minute mark, where we're going to see tankiness kind of start to overtake just pure damage. And if they can survive, if they can live through this, I mean, they do have an exposed inhibitor, an exposed Nexus, 2 exposed inhibitors, and the top lane, which is just down to tier 3. If they can survive, look, this is magic that if they could survive, they might be able to win it.
It is not out of the question, which is, surprising to say at this point in the game. It is absolutely not out of the question. I would actually like to attribute that team fight win to that Sona, who had such a well-timed ultimate, locking down two very, very heavy damage dealers on the blue team, that Darius and that Tryndamere, able to pick off Tryndamere before he was, able to pop his ultimate, which was huge for them. Had he been able to do that, I'm sure that the team fight actually would have gone the complete opposite way. But now we can see the red team, they're trying to set up for a fight, but they actually realize that they kind of got found out and they're gonna back right off here. Blitzcrank, though, he's coming in, he's gonna try to get a grab here on Tristana. Oh my god, they are barely outranging his grab. Oh, but Nass is actually getting caught out. Now he's gonna be the only one. Oh, but a huge ult comes out from Soda, catching 4 members of the blue team, but Corki able to finish off that Nasus. Huge amount of damage coming out from both Darius and Zed right now. Karth is trying to sit in the thick of it and burn people down with his Defile, but he is going to drop as well. Now the Requiem is coming out. Maokai able to take out a couple members. Oh my god, a double kill coming out for Karthus. So now Corki, the only one left. That was a 4-for-3 exchange right there, and now it's not even over. The ultimate comes out from Maokai. The barrier burned through by Corki right there. And he is so very extremely low, the only surviving member of the blue team. Oh my god, I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this turret. Even just from Maokai here, he's going to go ahead and back into the jungle and burn down these wolves, try to gain a little bit of HP here. But Sona and Maokai gonna keep on pushing this, gonna keep trying to push this turret here. Though Maokai is completely and Corki, he does have that blue buff. He's going to be able to just burn rockets for days. Now Sona actually taking turret aggro. You're gonna have to run out of there. And then Maokai being taken very, very low, and he's gonna go ahead and pop his ultimate again, but he's not able to secure a kill. Now here comes the Valkyrie in, but there is the Ceralius. Oh my god, Sona, what are you doing? She tries to secure a kill with a W, but Corki just easily out-damaging her. So Sona goes down, just kind of martyring herself right there for no real cause.
That's true support right there. Just dying for no real reason. That's what support's all about, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to ward, and you got to throw your body at the enemy. It's up to them to do whatever with it that they choose. But it's all about just throwing yourself at the enemy.
If the enemy team doesn't kill you, they're garbage.
I think Sona was just trying to... Look, I'm just going to try and go inside the mind of a crazy person, but I think Sona was trying to sacrifice herself so that Corki did not follow since... Oh, Graves!
Oh my god, a huge hook coming out right there from Blitzcrank on Nasus. He's taken very, very low. He is just trying to sprint his way on out of there. But there is the grab from Darius. There's the dunk, and he's actually going to finish him off with that Q right there. So that is a huge pick. for the blue team, getting rid of that Nasus, who's a one of the, obviously one of the tankier characters right now on the red team. So without him up, they might be able to just force their way right back into the red base and take these two inhibitors back down. Oh, but a huge amount of damage going out onto Zed from Tristana. Oh my god, she's finally getting back into this game. And she actually now this Tristana is going to be able to be a huge force in this fight. With that amount of damage being put out, she doesn't quite have a last whisper, but as we can see, she was really ripping through Zed. Oh, but oh my god, a huge hook comes out from Blitzcrank yet again, and they lock down that Sona. She's not able to even ult, and now Karth's just kind of plus forwarding onto Corki, and he's going to be taken down by a rocket. Not even able to do much. The Zonius comes out from Corki, so he's going to just completely negate that Requiem. So, wow.
That's not good. Looks like it's only...
Red is given they're letting that sliver of a chance that they had to kind of slip through their grasp.
Slip away from...
And as we can see, oh my god, Tristana just getting completely out-damaged by this Corki, being taken very, very low. Now Nasus, he's trying to get a little bit of damage out on him, but he's not able to do much with the rest of the blue team just kind of sitting here in the wings. There goes their inhibitor, and now Maokai goes in on Corki. He's trying to burst him down, but Corki can go ahead and Valkyrie out of that ultimate right there. And now Tristana able to pick up a kill on Tryndamere. Zed taken very, very low. She's going to leap out, but she gets the double kill onto Zed right there. So actually, Red, once again, they said, you know what, we did mess up right there, but let's make up for it and get right back into this. And now they're kind of like piddling around the side of this wall here, kind of looking to maybe jump over. Flash comes out from Maokai. He isn't able to get a grab on the Corki, but Nasus burning through that Darius right there. Tristana actually picking up the kills, so now the kills are being allocated directly where they need to be. But Nasus going in on Blitzcrank, and now Corki's going to go ahead and Valkyrie right into him and pick up a kill of his own.
Looks like his team kind of left him there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Sona taking a little bit of damage now. So now we have this Blitzcrank Corki once again pushing in the bot lane, just like in the beginning of the match. And they right now they're easily the deadliest combo on the blue team, and not just because they're the only ones alive, but they just have so much harass, so much burst between the two of them, and so much lockdown. If that Blitzcrank lands a hook and Corki is standing next to him, it's essentially a guaranteed kill.
Now that Zhonya's Hourglass on Corki is just a fantastic item. I mean, you got the 120 ability power, which adds to his R's already pretty rough and tumble, just base power. I mean, his R's are gonna be hitting for a lot more, but he just deals a butt ton of damage, guys. Corki is busted. We should ban Corki, the character. Delete him from League of Legends, because he's really, really good right now. Even with the Trinity Force nerfs, he is really outrageously good right now. And I don't want to undercut Planet Earth's play, though, because Planet Earth has been doing some great Corki moves. It's all about the plays, but my god, like, what can you really do?
And it's not much at this point for Red. I mean, they still have this very slight back and forth, but as we can see, they're almost down by 15k goals right now, approximately 14.3. Or 14.7 rather, and now blue team kind of once again they're just trying to put that final nail in the coffin. They're picking up that Baron buff, and it looks like they're just gonna go ahead and sit right here because they know that red team knows that they're doing Baron. But Maokai gonna try to side it out with the sapling, but Nasus, he's just in the middle of it, and he, despite the fact that he pops his ultimate, he's just gonna get taken down. But Tristana picking up a kill on a Zed right there, and actually now Blitzcrank going down. She gets a double kill. Tristana just shredding through Tryndamere right there, and now she's on Corki, who he gets a flash and he's able to Valkyrie out. And now Darius on the run from Karthus. He's able to pick up the kill, but Karthus is able to kill him as well. And there comes a Requiem coming across, able to pick up a kill on the Tryndamere. Now Corki at about half HP, the only one left to try to defend this mid turret. But looks like Tristana is actually going to go ahead and back, but I don't know why. They have the minions in the mid lane. They should try to push. And now, oh my god, Sona taking a huge hit. 775 damage from an auto attack onto that Sona right there. And Corki, he's just going to solo.
Inhibitor. He's gonna rushing for the Nexus.
Yeah, he's gonna try to force his way into this top lane here and take this turret and possibly the inhibitor up there before anyone can rotate.
He will definitely succeed with that Trinity Force. He's just got the damage. The procs work on
oh my god, Tristana leaps in, but she gets melted immediately. An 837 hit coming across from that Corki right there. And now a double kill for Corki. And it might be careful as Maokai tries to go in. He has a huge amount of sustain, and he's actually whittling down this Corki. The Gatling gun comes across, though. He gets the grab. Oh my god, this is such a back and forth fight right now. There's the sapling. It's not able to hit, and now Maokai on the run as he tries to get out, but Corki just has free shots with his rocket launcher right there, and there it is. And he's able to get final hit.
That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Easily. Great Corki plays. He knows what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they're going to try their best. They're going to try and take these minions off, but there's very, very little they can do. No objectives anywhere. They have nothing. All inhibitors are down. All towers are down. They're basically naked here, just waiting for anyone to come in. And I mean, you have a team of split pushers. You have a Darius, you have a Zed, you have a Tryndamere, Corki. Anyone can just come in and take this Nexus at this point. This really is the game. It's really delaying the inevitable here. They're trying to take out jungle troops. Really a concerted push would end this game right now.
It wouldn't even take a concerted push. It would just take Corki and Darius walking in. That's really all they need with those two Trinity forces. It's just I'm very surprised that they're actually kind of dragging this one out a bit. I guess they kind of want to pad their stats. But it looks like they're going to go ahead in here and get this final push. Nass is going to go ahead and preemptively pop his ultimate. Looks like it's actually just going to go completely the waste, though, as the blue team not engaging. They're going to go ahead and pick up that inhibitor again. And they know that bot one is coming up. There it is. It's going to go to pop. They're going to take that one down as well. Looks like they want a 100% map kill on this. Maokai going in deep right now. He pops the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. He's taken down to about half HP. Now Darius burning through Karthus' health. There's the dunk. He's going to take him down. Nobody is really hurt on the blue team quite yet. The Requiem comes across. It's a little bit delayed. It's not able to finish off anybody. But now Tristana is back in the thick of the fight. She takes out Blitzcrank. She takes out Tryndamere. She takes out Zed as well. She's picking up a triple kill. Oh my god. This Tristana kind of just going the distance right now. And now we have Nasus trying to get in on this Corki. His Valkyrie gonna be up very soon. He does have that blue buff. And now Darius coming back in to support him. He's got a Valkyrie actually towards Nasus to try to get the kill. Maokai coming in though. He gets the grab. But no one is following up Tristana. She has to defend the base. Just to defend the Nexus from the super creeps. But it looks like it's not gonna be enough. As these super creeps are gonna be able to get in here and burn down the Nexus. And that's gonna be GG right there in favor of the blue team.
Wow, yeah. Great plays all around. Great plays by everyone. Unfortunately, when you lose all of your objectives, you could win every team fight in the entire world. You're just too pushed. You really, sometimes there are just some things you can't come back from. I'd like to thank everybody who just played today. That was really great on both sides. Red team definitely had a really weak early game, but they really came back. They really brought it. I just want to pat everyone on the back, say everyone did a great job. Wonderful job by everyone. Congratulations, blue team.
They absolutely made that a very worthy fight. It was looking very grim from about 10 minutes in onward, but towards the end there, and that last bit of the game right there, they really did a good job of turning it around and getting themselves back in there a bit. Obviously not enough to secure themselves a win, but enough to really secure themselves an honorable mention. It was very well played by the red team there.
You made that a hard win for the blue team. So congratulations. Congratulations, everyone. I just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you for watching Game for Glory. I'm Tim Kish.
And I'm Seth King.
Yeah, and that's Seth King. We were your shoutcasters tonight. If you like us, you can check us out at you can check out my Twitter at Kim Tish. And for Seth, you can
follow me or check me out at Seth C. King on Twitter.
On Twitter's cool. And thank you if you guys liked what you saw today. If you guys want to get involved, you can play games on Game for Glory. Just go to game4glory.net, sign up, and register for a game. You play games, you win money, you game for glory, punk asses. I'll see you all in the fields of justice. Maybe I'll cast your game and I'll tell you what's up. Or maybe you'll show me what's up. Who knows? But thank you guys for tuning in for Game for Glory. Thank you so much for making my first night casting, mine and Seth's first night casting, a really nice, awesome time. Thank you everyone for chat, for being involved. Check us out again, gameforglory.net, facebook.com/gameforglory, twitter.com/gameforglory, friendster.com/gameforglory, vampirefreaks.com/gameforglory, bebo.com/gameforglory, whatever one we other have. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful night.